In this video, I want to show you how to make a pivot table. My use case for this is I just want you to pretend you've exported something from your client's point of sale system. You're given a bunch of columns, you've narrowed it down to the columns that you need, but maybe you need to make some sort of summarizing journal entry. You need to say how much was sold for candy and chips and whatever, and I just want to show you how to do that. This video, I'm going to demonstrate it using Excel. In a different video, I'll take the same information and demonstrate it using Google Sheets. So let's start by going to Insert and then select Pivot Table. It says, where's your table or data range? And then the cursor is just blinking here. It's asking you to take your mouse and highlight where your data is at. And so I highlight from the top where my header is, in this case, client name, all the way down to the bottom of my data. I learned the hard way that I can't highlight more than where my data is at, or Excel will get confused. Maybe it's just me who gets confused, but this is where we're at. At the bottom of this, QuickBooks is automatically assuming that I want this pivot table to show up where I had placed my mouse before I started. So that's why it says H1 over here, but I could put it somewhere else. See how it updates? I don't know why it says 41. Let me just wipe that all out and click something. All right, so we'll go ahead and select OK. So it says to build, choose your fields from the stuff on the right. Rows are like rows of lasagna is how I think about it. And columns, I think about like old fancy Roman buildings where they have up and downs. When I look at this and I think I have to drop something into columns or rows, I could 100% look at the pictures, but for some reason I prefer to think of lasagna and obviously snacks. So I don't really care what the client names are. This is the sort of thing that'll export from the point of sale, but not important. I care about what the thing sold is, and I'm trying to figure out what's the total of the things sold. So I want to put the things sold in rows, and then I just want my totals to appear. The totals that I want are the gross price in the values column. What I like about this is you can see if you did it wrong and then just drag and drop, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. I don't really care about the price individually for the tax or the price individually for the fees, but I still like to put it into my table. Now that my table is created, if I'm creating a journal entry in the accounting software, it doesn't matter what it is, I can indicate here's how much was sold for candy, chips, and ice cream. And then because I have these totals, I can be like, gosh, QuickBooks, thank you so much. And I can say, here's the total of the tax collected, and here's the total of the fees paid. I could 100% have highlighted this or, done any number of things to get these totals, but sometimes I just like it at my fingertips. So now that it's at my fingertips, I can save a copy of this workbook in with my notes in case I ever need to go back and ask myself, where did I get that information from? So I hope this is helpful. That's all I wanted to show you, just how to do this and something that I do. What feels like every day, although I'm sure it's not actually every day. All right, thanks. Bye.